morning. You're watching the Daily Blue. I am here with my co-host,
Corinne Caro.
and we have a very special guest today.
Very.
We're throwing a little bit of rock, a little bit of roll, a little bit of music into the Daily Blue today.
And a whole lot of hair.
We have Joanne Jaybird Phillips on set.
Woo-hoo.
How are you?
We love you, Jaybird.
Here. Thanks so
Anytime.
much. The hair's a little more subdued today. It's something a little different.
I know with
We
this
love
weather, but you know, you have the. She's got the rock and roll
I usually
hairstyle,
have the rock and roll hair,
but
yeah.
today it's very soft.
Yes, I did something just off the cuff very quickly.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. It's all about
You're
the
known
hair.
for your hair.
It's
People
very
talk
true.
about your hair
They
on
do.
Facebook.
I know I'm going to hear something all day about my hair.
Yeah, definitely. It looks great though, and we're
thank
happy
you.
to have you here.
Thanks so much.
Now you are such a strong force for education of music of the arts for kids.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that and what your mission is.
Yes, this is Jaybird Music for the Arts, which is a grassroots 501c3 nonprofit that I started in June of 2012. We took a hit from Hurricane Sandy over there in Long Beach.
You did, for sure. Personally,
myself,
too.
yes, personally. I just got
yeah.
back not long ago.
Yeah.
And many people who are even in worse circumstances than I am. Everyone's in a state of flux. So right now I'm really playing catch up with all of these events and what's going on with the nonprofit. And every day is an adventure at the moment and just trying to get things done. Until I can take a breather and start planning things for next year. But one of the things that I have wanted to do for ages and ages is to bring back the concept of the teen battle of the bands.
Yes.
Back in the day when I was growing up, we used to have a teen battle of the bands, and I think it's just a wonderful idea, not so much for competition, but bringing about a sense of community, music community for teenagers, and a place for them to play. I see in the last year or so have sprung up on Long Island a tremendous amount of teen rock camps,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I think is phenomenal. It's showing parents are supporting their children in something like this. And so I started to seek out bands from rock camps and go on social media and put the word out and put together this event, which will be the first annual Strong Beach Battle of the Bands.
I love
Nice.
that name.
No,
Strong Beach.
thank you so much. This takes-
Strong Beach, yeah, instead of
Strong
Strong
Beach.
Island.
Well,
you
Strong
got-
Island is
Long
already
Beach.
taken
It's already
from
there.
somewhere, and
Yeah.
I do have
Long Beach is taken.
The Long Beach is taken. It's all over. There's Long Beach everywhere. But Strong Beach actually never was legally taken somewhere, so I put my trademark and patent attorneys on it.
Okay.
And so
All
it's
right, I love
mine.
it.
It's all
It's
mine.
yours. Tell us about it. Like it's coming up really
Coming
soon.
up Saturday, July 26th at the Long Beach Hotel, Long Beach, New York.
Your home. That's the home of.
It's the home of Jaybird Music of the Arts, although the nonprofit, and I'll talk about that in another moment, is really about New York State public schools.
Right.
Long Beach is the first place that I'm doing something in, and my children went to school here.
Right.
I lived here 37 years.
Wow.
Both my kids are a product of the arts. They're professionally in the arts as
And
adults.
very successful.
So
Oh, yeah.
so far, they're
Yeah.
all moving up. So I started in Long Beach, but it will branch out. So this takes place on Saturday, July 26th,
In Long Beach?
in Long Beach at the Long Beach Hotel. That is 405 East Broadway, in beautiful downtown Long Beach, New York, from 7 to 9:30 p.m.
Okay.
It's a very low-key event. There's nothing flashy going on.
This is true
all about
battle
the
of the
music.
bands.
It's a true battle of the bands. Hopefully for next year, the second annual, when I can gain some sponsors, I can start building it up and make it a little flashier. But I'm really happy about this event, big time.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Now,
yeah.
Katie Zimmer, you know, I know them a long
Yes,
time.
sure.
And you have a couple of other stars coming on, this up and coming, right? And-
Right. Well, there
Now-
are 4 bands.
Yeah. So
Right.
Katie will sing with her band.
Katie is going to be singing. It's going to be Katie Zimmer and the Rock and Roll University All-Stars. Sly Geralds,
That's
who's been on
great.
the music scene for probably as long as my band, which is over 30 years,
Yeah.
Wow.
has the Rock and Roll University
Yeah.
All-Stars.
Okay.
And I love to hear that because
Yeah.
they're coming from an organized place, these kids. They're learning about how to perform, respecting your equipment, how to get on and off a stage. There's more to it than just playing an instrument.
Right.
So that's one of the bands. You have Bailout 42, We have the Little Red Men and a band
Red.
called Zofolk.
Okay, wow.
One band is from Rockville Center, one is from
Oh, cool.
Oceanside, the other two from Suffolk County.
Oh, that's
Do
fantastic.
you notice
Yes.
that they all have kind of different genres, or are they all kind of around
They're
the
all
same?
very different. One is a
Very
Led
cool.
Zeppelin tribute band.
Wow.
Of course, Katie does.
Katie's beautiful
She's
girl.
magnificent. She does
She
a little of
is.
everything. Bailout 42. Oh, they're marvelous. I'd say punk band, but not over the edge where you wouldn't like them.
Yeah.
They're excellent energy. I love these kids.
Yeah.
And of course, and the Little Red Men also coming out from Suffolk County.
That is
So
great.
I'm really happy.
How
It's a
did you
bit
find the
diversified.
bands?
It took a little while at first, and then word just sort of spread. In
Okay.
fact, now I'm hearing from so many people
Yeah.
that coming out of the woodwork, I could have bands for the next 2 years.
Oh, that's amazing.
Quite frankly, so I'm really happy about that,
And-
and I'm happy about the judges.
Who are the judges?
The judges. So we have a couple of judges going on here. Two celebrity judges, of course, Ricky Bird, formerly with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and now a wonderful a
Not
solo
related
artist.
to Jay Bird.
No, no. But birds of a feather flock together, as they say. Oh, God. So I'm happy to have Ricky on board, very much so. Robbie Rosen, the American Idol finalist. Coming from the locally in Long Beach is Ben Metzger, who also an excellent musician, music educator, teaches children music. He does local promotions and festivals. So I'm happy to have him on board as well. And a young man named Scott Martin, who I love him also, a 30-year-old young man, professional musician, educator. And of course they have something in common that they work with children.
Right.
So that's important. And of course, Turnpike Joe Palencia, who's a KSAC certified drug and alcohol abuse counselor, and he's been running the
That's great.
Battle of the Bands in Goshen High School upstate for the last 12 years.
Really? Wow.
And he last year was voted the #1 teen counselor in all of Orange County, actually. Is
Wow.
a teen crisis counselor and
Right.
drug and alcohol abuse counselor.
Wow. So a lot of different pieces to this, of education to judge from different perspectives.
Yes, but the common denominator is that they've all worked with students and children. It's very important. So those are the judges. And
Tell us, Jay Bird, how
Jeez.
the event how will it be presented? I mean, the kids come in. Do people come and listen to them? Is it open to the public?
it's open to the public. It's $15 a ticket.
Okay.
Again, it's no frills. There's no food or anything like that there.
Right, it's just true music.
It's just music.
Play, Katie, sing your heart out.
Every band gets
Get to-
they get 20 minutes
Okay.
on and off.
Oh, wow.
It's all professional staging and equipment, all provided by me, actually.
You're wonderful,
Oh,
Jay
no,
Bird.
thank you. Well,
And-
it's what I want to do. This makes me so happy, I have to tell you. There's a movie called Risky. It's big business with Bette Midler and Lily Tomlin. I love this movie. And long story short is they're out to save their little town from being strip mined. And there's a line in that movie that always sticks with me because whenever I can do something like this that like comes from my head and it's so personal.
Yeah.
So they're saving their town, Jupiter Hollow. So I just tell people I feel like I saved Jupiter Hollow
That's
today.
right.
So it's such a great feeling. And again, these bands will play 20 minutes on and off. There's a point system. They will all receive a Community Service Award certificate because what they're doing is to help support performing arts
The community,
programs
sure.
in schools throughout New York State.
That's
This is
wonderful.
a fundraising event.
Okay, so that's where the ticket sales will go towards.
Pretty
the
much
proceeds.
there. As
Okay,
soon as I
great.
can find an extra spare moment, I can get an Eventbrite thing going online.
Oh, we need to help
Yeah,
you
we
with
can
that,
help you
Jay
with that.
Bird.
Oh,
Let's have
okay,
that up
'cause I
today
got-
and send it out.
Okay, thanks. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
So tickets are $15.
$15.
Are you selling T-shirts again? I mean,
Not
usually-
for this right
Okay.
now. Not right now.
Now,
like I
since
said,
you
it's
have
very
so many
bare
people,
bones.
I mean, and it's grown so big so fast, will you consider doing another one sooner than waiting?
As far as the Battle of the Bands,
Yeah.
I would at this time.
it's so much
I don't know.
work.
There's so much going on because then I have more auctions coming up, and then don't forget I'm a performing artist.
Yes, you
So
are.
I mean, with all of this, I still have to go home and play bass.
Right.
So there's a lot going on, but I do want to make a point of the nonprofit again, which is all about raising funds to support performing arts and music programs in New York State public schools.
Right.
This doesn't necessarily have to be on Long Island
Right.
or Long Beach, but I thought it was a great place to start.
Right.
We do have a couple of sponsors for this event insofar as them donating services.
Yes.
So Peter Cooper Schmidt, I have to thank him so much from Ocean Analog Recording Studios, who will be donating the video, because I think it's so important that these kids, you know, the day is gone. I know when I do a gig and it's done and it's
like
over.
where to go, right.
But it's so nice for them to have something on DVD so they
It's
can
a
see
good
themselves
educational
play.
piece too. They can look at it, they could watch it,
Critique
they could
themselves,
critique
right.
themselves.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, definitely.
Let's
of
not
course.
forget about David Feldman, Long
David
Island
Feldman.
TV.
Oh, of course, I love David. He
He's
does all my
wonderful.
logos, and of course, he does.
Wonderful guy.
I have several web TV shows with him as well.
He's wonderful.
Wonderful. That's Long Island.
TV.
Long Island NY.TV, and of course with eFace Media, which he does all his graphics and everything else.
Oh,
So-
I did not know that. He's just a
yes.
wonderful guy.
Oh,
I
he's
think you
very
have.
multi-talented.
He really
man.
is, and very sweet, and
Yes.
so introspective. But you feel so strongly in the community, so it's real. You feel strongly about the community, so it's really nice to see how the community supports you and the education of the arts. Because as we know, many times in the education system, the arts are the first to go. You know, the music, or even when a child has a disability, the first thing that they will say if a child is diagnosed with ADD or ADHD, the first thing that they say is, "Hey, we need to give this kid extra help, so let's take away their music." And truthfully, it's one of the things that they are good at, and that creative mind sometimes is diagnosed under those parameters.
Yes.
And then they take away the music component, and that's what they were really good at.
Yes, and it's a shame. And
Yeah.
music therapy is a bona fide field. You go into a hospital,
Right.
Adults or children, you will go through music therapy.
Right.
And of course, the cuts to the arts here. This is what prompted me to start the nonprofit.
I know.
From the very beginning, seeing my children, more so my son just recently, and of course my daughter since she's a little kid.
She's beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. She's out in LA
beautiful.
now.
I know.
Wearing them out there.
I know.
I know the whole country sort of watching. It's very fun.
It's amazing.
Yes, yeah.
So I really believe, and I see how strongly you feel about keeping the arts education
Yes.
in place. And kids like Katie Zimmer, who has had her own struggles with her voice and with
Big time.
right, and
Big
to
time.
see that fostered by great parents and people like you, even Echo, I see her performing, and we had Katie for years performing at things, and now to
Yes.
see her doing things at Jones Beach is just phenomenal.
Is it marvelous?
Yeah.
Right.
So fostering that and the education for the arts, I think our most creative kids come from that. Our best graphic designers, our best, even Mike in the camera room, he's creative, and to foster that kind of that ability and that an education to
Thank
make
you.
sure that the
It has
kids
to
stay with
start somewhere. It has
Yeah.
to start. I mean, the budget cuts in this country to arts programs in public schools is disgraceful.
It is.
Yeah.
To a point, I'm learning there are schools where not only do they have cuts in their programs are eliminated. There's no music.
Yeah.
Which I just
Oh, no,
found
there
out
isn't.
recently, and
Yeah.
it just made my head spin around. I just couldn't believe that.
So what are you doing to help advocate keeping music in the schools?
Again, just starting from the very beginning, the very first thing that just happened recently is I was able to donate some music equipment to Long Beach High School.
Great.
And, we didn't have the funding right away to hit the maximum things on their wish list, but I was able to give them something that they
That's
wanted.
great.
And that's when I did another. I stood up and went, I feel like I saved you for the holidays.
That's right, yeah.
Because that just makes me glow.
That is
That
great.
is the greatest thing, to be able to do that. And we did have a presentation about 2 weeks ago at the school.
Right.
I was happy to see Ingrid Dodd come down and support.
Love Ingrid.
Which was just great. I love Ingrid, and it was so nice of her to come down and show her support.
Yeah.
And then I saw she's actually promoting these things along with the Long Beach International Film Festival.
Again,
so thank you,
creative
Ingrid,
and
so much for your support.
arts.
It's all about the arts, whether it's film or it's theater or it's music or even culinary arts, which is something that I'll be pushing more as well.
Sure.
So
And
and the
it's
kids need a
nice-
place to do this.
They do.
Yeah, well, it's great that, in Nassau County, we have a county executive on Long Island who cares about
Yes.
the arts and creativity.
Yes,
And,
so nice to see.
yeah,
Big,
yeah.
and big time, a big push from that area.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Well, we look forward to coming down to Long Beach Hotel on July 26th. That's a Saturday.
7 to 9:30 p.m. Thank you for the Eventbrite.
We're doing the
I
Eventbrite
started
today.
to get that going through it myself recently, but I've been running back and forth to Philadelphia
Right.
to get Alyssa out to LA.
Yeah.
So
You got a busy
great.
life,
Oh my
but
God.
all good stuff.
It
all
is good stuff.
So if
Yes.
you would like to hear which bands are playing again and find out a little stuff about that, please check back with Jaybird's fan page on Facebook, and we'll put some little tips up or it's little sneak peeks about the bands.
Thanks. There is a phone number.
Okay, let us have it.
And you can reach me directly at 516-320-3026. I was going to say the website is in the works right now.
Okay.
It's how much can you do this after
Yeah,
the
let's
house
go,
was
Jaybird.
destroyed?
Come on.
I know.
You got your hair done. So please contact us. You can also, Daily Blu is a social media site, so you can contact Jaybird and she can respond to you if you go on the dailyblu.com and you correspond with Jaybird directly right on
Yes.
this, or you're very active on Facebook.
I'm extremely active on social media. You can find me there as well. And if you are in a public school and you think you need some equipment or services for your performing arts or music programs, definitely call me. I'm all about giving things to you.
And now, how do people hire you for your band?
Turnpike Joe in the Traffic Jam. Again, you can call me at 516-320-3026. We're
She's
performing.
ready to perform now.
Yes,
You're performing now.
37 years on Long Island. We're entertaining.
Wow.
And
That's
it's a long time. We are playing this coming Saturday, July 19th. Thank you. And I have a calendar in front of me. In Long Beach, in Kennedy Plaza, right in front of City Hall, which is
Awesome.
part of a great program called Arts in the Plaza. And I have to thank Artists in Partnership, the City of Long Beach, Ben Metzger and Sammy Hoop for running this. So we have the farmers market is there as well, which is
Yeah.
great, fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
There's crafts vendors there, which are excellent. And of course, we'll be playing from 1 to 4 p.m.
That's
It's a
great.
free outdoor concert.
That
and
is
again,
great.
Thursday night, August 7th, at Bricks and Barley.
Yes,
We
Best
love
Bricks
Bricks
and Barley.
Well, they do have the best margarita pizza. I do
And
have to
rice
say.
balls.
And the
And
rice,
the nicest owners ever.
Yes, yeah, all right.
Patricia,
I love
love her,
Patricia and
Lenny.
Lenny.
Lenny,
Yes,
very, very
they're
good
great
people.
people. It's a wonderful place, and we'll be playing there Thursday night, August 7th, 9:30 to 12:30. And that's
Fantastic.
also
Great.
free. Come in, eat something. I know I'm going to get some pizza to go.
It's great stuff.
It is.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for
Thank
coming
you,
on.
Jaybird.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're watching Jaybird and me and Corinne on the Daily Blu. Thanks for tuning in and stay tuned for more upcoming shows.